What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? So listen, welcome. Tomorrow over on the Teacher Project 2.0, El Teddy and myself will have a special guest. Now, this is the first time. Well, no, this isn't the first time. This is one of the first times that we have had a special guest over there with us. His name is Keyshawn Moorhead. If you guys watch Chasing Dallas, then you know him from Chasing Dallas. But what you guys may or may not know is that he is an educational consultant by day. And so he is going to come and hang out with us while we discuss, all things education on tomorrow. And then on Friday, he will be on this channel to do a Chasing Dallas interview. We decided we would separate the two so that, we would keep education, and then we could get into all of the, silliness and whatever of Chasing Dallas, so we wouldn't have to feel, stifled in our conversation. So, with that being said, what the hell is wrong with this thing? I'm sorry. So, with that being said, that is what we have going on this week. So, let me come on over here and let me say hi to the people. Now tonight I have a double header for you guys tonight. We are going to have our tribe meeting, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to have a totally separate quick chat because Tasha has responded. Tasha Scott has responded, and we are going to talk about her response, and we're actually going to get into something else. Okay, I got a little something for y'all, and we're going to talk about some things. So we're going to do our tribe meeting. And then we're going to immediately come right back and get into those things. So, sorry that I came on a little late, you guys. Listen. Oh, Lord. It's not funny. My mom just called me. And she said, because I was actually laying down, which I really got to make myself go to work. Go to bed at night because I'm in this terrible cycle where I come home from work and I lay down and take a nap, but then I don't really get anything done because by the time I get up from my nap, then I come down here, I do YouTube, and then I'm just not getting stuff. Anyway, that's a me problem. But she called me, and I was just getting up, getting ready to come, get ready for the live and stuff. And she says, "Well, were you caught in the lockdown?" I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, there was a lockdown at your school." I said, "Now, while I was there, was it?" It was after school. There was a lockdown after school. It was a situation, and it was on the news. So, of course, she's calling me, probably worried. So when I answered the phone, I'm sure she felt a lot better. She was just like, "Well, they said that it wasn't blah, 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 blah." And I'm just like, golly, like, this will be the third time this year that my school has had an incident. It happened after school, but it doesn't matter. I was supposed to be there today. I just didn't go. I had a meeting after work. I just didn't feel like going, and I didn't go. I would have been at work, and I would have been in the lockdown. Yeah, I gotta find another job. I just gotta find another job. So I was on the phone with my mama, but that ran me a little behind. So anyway. It's always something. Anyway, I'm here. I am here. Let's get into these things that we need to get into, honey. Let me do my roll call. Let me say hi to the people. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Shoot. Didn't I do... I'm sorry, y'all trying to do 5 things at one time. All right, hold on. Let me do that because that's not right. All right. Okay, that's right. Okay. All right, let me do my... First of all, make sure you get your ReallyBTV merch. Let me put the link and stuff in the description box and all that good stuff, but y'all make sure y'all get y'all ReallyBTV merch, honey. All right. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all ReallyBTV merch. For everybody, again, remember, if you have purchased an item, whether it's a tumbler, a mug, some candles. Please, please, please make sure, send me a picture and all that good stuff so that I can post it on my Instagram. I'm trying to get everything posted and everything like that. That was one of the things I was gonna do today. I was gonna make me a little commercial, but like I said, I came in, I was sleepy, like I couldn't keep my eyes open sleepy. So I think I'm still dealing with this hour. I think I'm still dealing with this hour situation, child. So anyway, but I'm gonna go to bed tonight. I'm taking my butt to bed tonight. Because I just can't keep doing this. This constant cycle of me being sleepy and then I'm not getting anything done. So all right, I'm rambling. Here I come. I'm sorry. Because we got some stuff to get into tonight. Let me set the chat on subscriber mode only, and then we are getting started. All right, shout out to the 114 people that's already in the room. Go ahead and please and thank you. Hit that like button as you come in. Thank you so much. All right, let me do my shouts out. Hey, Layla, what's going on? Patricia, Nico, Lemon Kush, what's up, my love? Hey, Below, Lady of Virtue. Hey, Nessa, what's up, Mystic Rain, Lovely True, Sharice, So Jeff. Hey, Steph Beauty, yes. Diva Law, hey, my love. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. L Love, what's up, chat with Lachey? Just simply, hey, what's up, Bat? Raven, how you doing? Or Raven. Nikki, hey, Nap Queen. Marilyn, Harold, Tracy Wilson, hey Nay, hey Xavier. I'm hoping to catch Simone's response. Child, listen, I'm sure there will be a response. We can talk about that. I don't really have that on my agenda today, but we can go ahead and get into it. Yeah, everybody was okay. I don't want to get too much information about what happened. I already really said more than I meant to say. Normally stuff like that I usually do a members only. Because it's just real personal, but yeah, everybody's okay. But thank you for asking. Everybody's okay. I understand. Really, be my old high school turned into World War II after I graduated. Students and teachers were fighting like the Hatfields and the McCoys. Oh no. Hey, Cali girl, what's up? Are the journals ready? No, they are not. Hey, Pam, what's going on? The journals are not ready. Hey, Ebbs, Jay, what's up, Adrian? Oh, you guys are rolling in. Yes. Hey, Miss Bay Thing. You been here? Oh, okay, girl. Baby, I'm waiting. What you waiting for? Hey, Nick. What we waiting for? Hey, Keisha. Hey, Alika, how you doing? Lovely 31. Anybody that I missed, charted to my head, not my heart. You guys are rolling in here today. Welcome. So listen, let's go on and get into it. I've been rambling for 11 minutes. So let me go ahead and just get into my agenda. First of all, in news we don't give a damn about, y'all want me to just go ahead and start with the news we don't give a damn about? I'm going to start. The journals, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong with the journals. I think I figured out the issue, and now I'm waiting for them to tell me whether I did it right or not. But I'm still trying to figure that out. Why I had to go to the store after I sent my partner, he bought, oh. Hey, Self-Care, what's up? In news that we don't really give a damn about, I know that, some of y'all might care, but I'm just going to let you know that I don't care. And it's not because it's not a blessing, so I don't want nobody to talk about something. This is in the news that we don't care about segment of the show. Lindsay Lohan has announced that she is pregnant with her first child. Now, listen, babies are a blessing, and I ain't saying I don't care because I don't care about her being pregnant, so don't twist it. I just don't care nothing about Lindsay Lohan. Last I heard, she was opening up a club in Dubai or something like that. And I'm happy for her, okay? But I grew up in the days of the Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, public rack, when they was at the club every night. It was always some paparazzi situation. See, that was before the 24-hour news cycle, okay? That was before we had the Instagram and the shade rooms, and you just had to, go to the Paris Hiltons or the media takeouts and stuff. So I remember it was always something with them. So honestly, I just don't care. But, congratulations to her. In other baby news, Spice from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she's also a dance hall queen. She announced that she's preggers. So congratulations to her. Listen, I ain't mad about the babies, okay? I just, The baby, I mean, the daddy for Lindsay Lohan's baby, he in the pictures, the baby announcement pictures. I don't know who he is. I mean, nice looking white boy. I'm just happy for her. I just remember, weren't they supposed to do like a reality show with her a few years ago on, I think it wasn't supposed to be on the OWN network, and then they had to scrap it or something. Child, I don't know. I can't keep up with them women. Okay, the candle of the day is called Wine Cellar. It smells like a red. It smells like a red wine. It smells good. I like this. It's subtle. It's not a heavy candle. But see, I had to light my candle because I knew something was off. My zen was off. I ain't had my candle lit. Something was off, child. All right. Oh, dang. Just dropped something on the floor. All right. Who married? Hey, So Jeff. Who? I didn't say nobody was married. I said the daddy. Did I say, if I said married, I misspoke. I meant daddy. I don't know. Oh, that's her husband. Okay, so she's married. Lindsay Lohan did get married, and that is her husband. Okay, listen. Congratulations. If I could sing, I would hit y'all with a good Vesta right now. Congratulations. And I'm not even going to pretend. I can't. What's up, Jonathan? I can't even pretend. But congratulations again. Babies are a blessing. Abby, you know what, Abby? I'm not doing this with you today. Abby say unless it's her new grandbaby, she don't care. And I'm not doing this with her. Dr. Heavenly is back to being messy, so you know that. Yes, Markel, what's up, boo? Yes, 174 people in the chat. Shout out to you. Please hit that like button, Mars. What my likes are looking like. If I have 174 people in the chat, can I please have 120 likes? Can I please have 120 likes? I love y'all. It is a free way to support the channel. Shout out to the word free. I ain't asking y'all for nothing. I mean, I take donations, but I ain't asking for them, okay? Lindsay Lohan used to only make the news when she was arrested. I guess everyone growing up. And that's the thing. The thing is, we haven't heard from her in a lot of years. And so I appreciate that we haven't. Some people, when you don't hear from them, that's a good thing. Hey, Woo Child. Right to be told. What's up, my love? I haven't seen you in a long time. I know you say you be in the bushes, but thank you for dropping down. Yes. The reality show with Lindsay Lohan aired on OWN. I watched it. The series was 6 episodes. There were production problems, and the series did not continue. Okay, I never knew what the issue was. I didn't watch it. Yes, you do need to order your candle, Markel. Actually, I feel like you need to order like 4. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like you need to hit like order like 4. And what I mean by she's back to being messy is because Dr. Heavenly hadn't really been going live lately. Maybe like the last month or so, because at one point even after Married to Medicine, she was still going live regularly. She was doing her morning motivation, and then she was talking about her money. I know she has a Patreon where she does like her investment group and stuff like that. I actually thought about joining her investment group, but I like Dr. Heavenly. And I'm not saying Dr. Heavenly don't know what she's doing, because she got, her money is good. I don't know. Lindsay was drunk and telling lies to open. I thought it was some messy stuff going on with that show as far as OWN was concerned. I thought it was some messy stuff going down. But like I said, I didn't follow it, so I don't really know. You always in the bushes, because you a day one. Right to be told is a day one. She been here since it wasn't but about 4 people in the chat. She was one of the 4, honey. Yes. And now we look at us, the girl. We almost had 200 people in the chat. Right to be told. Look at us. So you can tell that the new season of Married to Medicine is on the way, because Dr. Heavenly went live a couple of days ago being messy. She confirmed that Dr. Contessa she did not quit. She was fired, as was Anila, as was the other doctor, the young doctor, the one that got pregnant. Now, I personally wish they would have given her another season. I know she got into that situation with Toya, and she almost got physical with Toya, and I understand that probably wasn't a good look, and it definitely wasn't. Married to Medicine ain't that show, right? But She was an attorney. Her husband was a doctor. They were a young couple. They just had a baby. Maybe it was hormones from the pregnancy that had her all riled up. Toya does know how to push you there. She knows how to push you there. And I just feel like they went to HBCUs. Like, I was here for a story that they had to tell. I was here for that, you know? And I really wish they would have given her another season. I do. But I could see the politics behind why she wasn't asked back. I could definitely see the politics behind it. She wasn't able to film a lot last season because not only did she get pregnant, but she had also caught the Roni Ron while they were filming. And so that limited her amount of screen time. And then when she was there, her biggest moment was the almost fight with Toya. Toya is an OG, and if Toya put her foot down with producers, you know, I don't know. And I'm not saying Toya did that. I'm not saying Toya did that, but I wish that she would have gotten another season. I'm not mad about Anila. I'm not mad about Contessa. And what did I tell you guys? Usually, not, you know, nothing is 100%, but usually Bravo will give the talent an opportunity to say they quit rather than they got fired. And so Dr. Contessa released this statement basically saying that she was tired of fighting every year and she didn't feel like the show was highlighting her as a doctor, and that's why she chose to walk away. Heavenly, you could have let that woman have that. You could have let that woman walk away like she quit rather than she got fired. You ain't had to go live and tell everybody she got fired. You ain't had to do that. So now, Dr. Heavenly had said a couple of months ago that she wasn't going to be that messy this season. She stopped drinking, and she wasn't going to be giving up a whole lot of mess this season. But I can't tell. The show ain't even started yet, and you being messy. But I like Dr. Heavenly, so, you know, y'all ain't going to get a lot from me because I like Dr. Heavenly. But, child, she messy. Allegedly, Erica Jane is being iced out during this season. You know, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has started filming for this upcoming season, and allegedly the girls are not fooling with her like that. Her biggest ally, which was Lisa Rinna, is not there. Kyle, I don't know what Kyle is doing, child. You know, Kyle goes whichever way the wind blows. But allegedly Dorit isn't really, you know, as gung-ho as she once was. But if you look at the dynamics of the show, yeah, they started filming. They've been filming for a couple of weeks now, Jeff. The dynamics of the show have shifted. With Lisa Rinna gone, what's up, Peace? The dynamics of the show honestly have shifted. You really, Garcelle, Sutton, and Crystal are really the majority at this point. If Lisa Rinna is gone, Kyle is never solid. And she said that her and Lisa Rinna aren't in a good space. Kyle said her and Lisa Rinna are not in a good space. Dorit can't really afford to be on that limb by herself. So it will be interesting to see how this season plays out. This is what is being alleged, you know, in the tabloids. It doesn't mean it's true. It's the rumors. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, they have started filming season 3. They're on their first cash trip. And it is confirmed that Mary Cosby is back. Mary Cosby is on the cash trip. So, child, all y'all that said y'all wanted her back, y'all got it. It'll be interesting to see how long that lasts. Now, me and Mary Cosby have a love-hate relationship. She definitely makes me laugh, but she also makes me scream at my TV. So, we'll see how that goes. But right now, the Real Housewives of Miami, they start filming their season 6 April the 10th. So they're going to start filming in a month. So, and allegedly Jill Zarin, is that how you say her last name? She said that Bravo has scrapped the legends, the Real Housewives of New York legends, or legendary, or whatever it's called. She said, don't believe the hype. We ain't filming. Ain't nothing going on with that show. So, because allegedly, the fight behind the camera is that they want What's-Her-Face back she didn't get picked to come back, and they want her back. What's my girl? What's my girl's name? Not my girl. I'm sorry, she's not my girl. But what's the one? Because y'all know I never looked at New York. I only know her from Ultimate Girls Trip when they went to Turks and Caicos. But they said that she didn't get her, the one that exposed Teresa's wedding invitation. She didn't get asked to come back, and the rest of the cast is like, we want her back. So that's been a whole conflict with that child. Ramona, that's it. Thank you, just simply Ramona. At this point, now I've never been a big New York, so for me, I'm not missing New York. I'd rather them bring back Dallas. I'd rather see Dallas come back. Speaking of Dallas, shout out to Abby for doing a retro review last week of Dallas. I watched it, girl. I watched it. Are they getting ready to put them? Okay. All right. All right. All right. The new Ultimate Girls Trip starts next week, I think, the 23rd. I think it starts next Thursday. I love Dallas. Now, Dallas was very problematic that last season. Very problematic. And I feel like rather than deal with the backlash, Bravo just decided to shut it down. Rather than deal with the backlash of what it was very problematic. It got very racial. We found out that, there was some, I did a video about it. I'll see if I did a video about it, but it got very racial. And it was very problematic that last season with Tiffany Moon and the girl that wears all the pink with her husband and her brother-in-law. They made some very racist comments, found out that they were Trump supporters, and just because they were Trump supporters, but they made some very racist comments, and it was very problematic after the season was filming. And I know they were planning on doing another season because they had already announced the new members, the new cast members, and they had picked up some women of color down in Dallas. They had picked up some women of color, and then it just kind of went boom. Cameron, thank you. And then it just kind of went boom. It was put on hiatus. So I don't know, but I think they need to bring it back. Now, it was interesting because a lot of the women from Dallas were at BravoCon. And there were rumors that an announcement was going to be made about rebooting, but it never happened. So I don't know. Yeah, I like Dallas. I mean, and I didn't like what happened last season, but I'm y'all know me. I'm of the mindset that we're here for. It's a teachable moment. Like, let's talk about it. Why was it problematic? Why was it racist? Why was why? I just feel like it was a moment to teach. Cameron was never really one of my favorites, but I was disappointed to see it, but I wish it would have been addressed. But anyway, I think that Bravo just ran away from that rather than deal with it, honestly. And if I'm being fair and I'm being honest about it, I think it had to do with status and money. I think it had to do with who Cameron's family is, their status in Dallas, the money that they had. And I think Bravo just didn't want to fool with it. And that's just my opinion. I think it was a political decision and not a business decision. I think it was about, we don't even want to deal with this backlash. We don't want to have to tap this particular family on the hand because they are a very prominent family. What they need to do is bring Dallas back, and they need to bring back Leanne. Now, Leanne was crazy, but she was shit crazy. But she kept that show going. Y'all know what I tell y'all about these reality shows, especially the Housewives. It's a formula. And every show needs a Leanne. Leanne was the pot stirrer. Leanne knew how to keep a story going. Every Housewives show needs the Leanne. And when they got rid of Leanne, they lost something. They really lost something. Now, granted, I understand they got rid of Leanne because she made some racially insensitive statements. But again, I feel like it could have been dealt with. I feel like it could have been dealt with. But anyway, I just feel like we so quick to throw the baby out with the bathwater instead of using things. Okay, Ebs, thank you, boo. Instead of using things as a teachable moment, we just so quick to just. But I feel like I think they're going to do with Dallas the same thing they did with Miami, because Miami has been so successful. Hell, this season of Miami was better than Potomac. Y'all was sleeping. Y'all was really sleeping on Miami. Miami was good this season. And I think because of the popularity and the success of doing Miami the way they did, rebooting it and putting it on Peacock, I can see them trying that with Dallas. I can see them doing that with Dallas. Leanne was a low-key producer. Yeah, she was. Leanne was good TV. She really was good TV. She absolutely was. Leanne threatened to... Yeah, she did. That first season on the cash trip, they was scared. Listen. It's not funny. But on that that first season of Real Housewives of Dallas, you could tell they didn't have no you could tell they didn't have no budget. Because for the cash trip, they went like 2 hours down the road to I don't know Texas geography, but they went like to another city like San Antonio or El Paso or something. I don't know. They put them in old cheap Airbnb. And Leanne got drunk, and Leanne got to threatening them women, and they were so scared of her. She had all of them women in one room. They were scared to come out the room. That room. They were filming her on their iPhone from the corner. All the footage we had of Leanne was Leanne sitting at the table with a KNIFE doing like this. She was rocking back and forth, talking to herself. And they were all in the room filming. All you could see was a little corner. They didn't even have cameras set up. And you know how now when they go on cash trips, they put the cameras up in all the rooms and stuff like that. They didn't have no cameras set up. Child, they just had little iPhone footage of them peeking out the door like this, and Leanne was sitting at that table, rocking back and forth with that thing on the table. Baby. Oh, that thing, it wasn't funny in the moment, but baby, it was funny to me. Oh, gosh. Oh, that thing was funny to me. Leanne was good TV. Y'all see, I got to take off my nails. I'm going to have to, all of my nails are lifted. They must have used some cheap product the last time I got my nails done. They must have, because my nails aren't even that far grown out. But all of my nails are lifted. So I said, I'm going to soak these off and just get a new full set. You see I done lost 3 nails. Oh. Yeah. Oh, 3 damn nails. Anyway. Oh, gosh. Okay. And then the next season, what Leanne do to them the next season? Leanne did something to them the next season. And then that's when Leanne got mad when they went to Mexico. And she kept calling that girl. She kept saying, the Mexican. The Mexican. She kept calling her the Mexican. That's what got her in trouble, calling that girl the Mexican like that. And she made comments about, she made some comments that she shouldn't have made. But it was, me too, thank you. But that product they use, and I'm going to tell them too, because I go to them all the time. I'm going to say, y'all must have used some old product, expired product or something. Because my nails going to be, all of them are lifted. So it's cheaper for me to just soak them off and get a whole new full set than for me to get them to replace the child. Anyway. What's up to geeks? How you guys doing? Anybody else that came in? Hey. Shout out to the 203 people in the chat. Can y'all hit that like button, please? Ooh, can y'all hit that like button, please? And thank you. All right, y'all, let's get into it. But that's what I have for these shows, honey. Oh no, I got one more for the show. Dag, I'm mad I missed Abby. Because Abby would have been in this one. I don't know what this is. I can't read my own handwriting. B-E-T. Oh, duh. B-E-T, child. Duh. Anyway. I'm thinking it's a word because I wrote it as if it was a word. What is... Crackhead Willie, where you been? What's up? Hey, boo. So... Okay. All right. Let's get into it. So there's a new show alert that I'm reviewing down to the weed TV. It is called Growing It basically is growing up gospel. I think it's called Grown and Gospel. All it is a gospel version of growing up hip hop, right? It's based in Detroit, and you have the sons and daughters of some of the elite in the industry. They actually have some heavy hitters. They have a daughter of Dorinda Clark. They have Elijah. His mother was a reverend, but y'all know him. He's that meme, the guy that was staring Diddy down when Diddy did that show called The Four or something like that. So y'all know who he is. They have Fred Hammond's daughter. They have another son. His name is Jay Brooks. His father was in commissions. And what's her name? What's the other girl name? Hold on, let me look at my notes. What's the other girl name? Her mother was a member of Witness, and she was on Sunday's Best. What's that girl name? Nicole Colbreach. Dang, why I can't find the name now? Bree. I don't know the other girl name. I have it written down here on my notes. Anyway, she's a gospel artist. She was on Sunday's Best. But let me tell y'all something. Tasha Page Lockhart. Thank you, Pam. Woo, Lord, I couldn't think of the woman's name. But listen, go watch my review. I'm sorry, the volume was low. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know what's going on. The volume was low. But listen, let me tell you something. I have a question. Yes, and Carlos King is an executive producer, so it's only a matter of time before Carlos King starts talking to the people down to his podcast. And when he bring me the juice, I'll bring it to you. But listen, let me tell y'all something. I had questions about Nicki, the Dorinda Clark's daughter. Now listen, her husband in jail, okay? Now something happened on last night's episode that I'm a little, I got questions, and I need y'all's help. I got some questions. Now, the man is in jail. I don't know what he in jail for. I didn't Google it and look up his charges. But the man is in jail. The man has been, she was in Medea on the run. Oh, okay. The man been in jail for 5 years. He got a 7-year jail sentence. He been in jail for 5 years. Now, it was Nicki's 40th birthday. And they had a scene where he is calling Dorinda Clark, telling her, I'm so, I know she's upset with me because I can't be there. At first, I didn't know he was in jail. I thought he was had a job that he's traveling, because he called her like he couldn't be there because he missed his flight. He didn't say it like I can't come because I'm doing a 7-year bid down to the state. I didn't say that. He was like, I know she mad at me because I can't make it, but I want to do something really nice for her 40th. And I was like, oh, okay, he want to do something nice. He said, can you look at maybe getting a venue and blah blah blah, and I'm gonna send you some money. So again, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he works for a gospel artist. He's on tour. Maybe his job, he travels. He can't get there for her 40th. She mad at him about it and all of that, right? So the next scene we see her in, we see rose petals on the bed, whipped cream. We see a bowl with strawberries in it. But then we see her on a call, not a video call, a phone call, talking to him in jail, talking about it's been so hard trying to keep things spicy with him being in jail and us having some, adult time. I'm living with my mom, and I'm thinking to myself, forget about all that. Girl, if you were on the phone with this man, why do you have whipped cream, rose petals, and a bowl full of strawberries? I'm not understanding. I'm confused. He can't see all that shit. Was that for us? Was that for the benefit of you filming this scene? Because, ma'am, I was so confused. Then at the end of the episode, they had her 40th birthday party, right? And everybody was there. The bishop was there. Karen Clark is married to the bishop, the head of Kojic. She's the first lady of Kojic and all that, right? Karen Clark Shear was there. All of the people was there, right? They had a venue. They had a sit-down catered meal. They had the decorations. Was really nice. And all the people were like, this is so nice. Look how he did this for her. Look at this. Even though he couldn't be here. Now, they still talking like he can't be there because he away on business. All this. Look at how he still made sure that he did this nice up for her. Look at how he. And I was like, I am so confused right now because I ain't never, and when I say never, I mean I ain't never in my entire life, never. What job he got in prison? That he paying for all of this? Please tell me, when he said, I'm sending you some money, first of all, I ain't never heard of nobody sending money out of jail. I've only heard of people sending money in jail. What money are you sending out of jail, sir? Second of all, this how much you sending? I thought, once I found out he was in jail, I said, okay, maybe he got himself a little prison job. He probably got maybe $50, $60 on his books. Maybe he's sending her enough money for the cake. Maybe he's sending her money for some tablecloths and some forks, knives and forks and some chips and dip. What? Sir, I don't know what you went to jail for. But I'm curious as to how you have all of this. Then for her wedding, her birthday gift, he upgraded her wedding ring. It came out in this whole like crystal case and it was lit up. And I said, what the fuck? I need to know I got questions. And my thing is, even if he living like that in jail, which again, that's a whole nother conversation. Even if he living like that in jail, you giving the feds too much, sir. Again, it could all be a setup for TV. It is reality TV. We know how that goes. But you giving too much. You giving too much, sir. Really be my sister used to talk to a guy. See, there y'all go. There y'all go starting. The lipstick I have on is Juvia's Place. It's a lip gloss. It's from their Berries collection. It's called Maroon. I've been wearing this for a minute. I've been in love with this with y'all. My mother worked at a bank in the trust department. She paid the bills of prisoners from trust accounts. Maybe that's what it is. And listen, if he was a smart criminal, then he should have. If he was a smart criminal, then he should have the money. But I just thought that was a lot. Y'all go check it out. And my review is posted. Ebby's review on it. So y'all go check out my review, Ebby's review, giving you the real tease review. Baby, it was interesting. That wasn't even the main storyline. Listen, that wasn't even the main storyline. The main storyline was about Fred Hammond's daughter. Y'all, it was interesting. It was interesting, child. That's all. I just had questions. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And she said he in year 5 of a 7-year bid, so he probably getting out soon. If he been on good behavior and he don't get no time added, he probably getting out soon. Because somebody told me it's state charges, so I'm actually surprised he's still there on state charges. I ain't doing this with you, Tracy. Child, it's a situation. This was years ago. I don't know. It comes on WeTV. I think they did film it a while back, though. I do think they filmed it like a year or so ago. But anyway, child, they've given up too much. All right. Whew, child. Okay. It looks like it's going to be a 3-way bidding war for BET. Allegedly, Tyler Perry is interested. Byron Allen is interested. And now Diddy is interested. Now, let me say this. I don't have it in front of me. I don't have the Forbes list in front of me. But if I had to rank those 3, I think Byron Allen got more money than all of them. And then I think Tyler Perry and then Diddy. So if it does become a bidding war, I feel like it's going to come down to who really wanted the most. Because if Byron Allen really wants it, I feel like Byron Allen can outbid all of their asses. If he wants to. Then I think next is Tyler Perry and then it would be Diddy. We don't want Diddy to get it. We don't want Diddy at all. We already see what he's doing down to the revoke. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. Byron, because he's already in that field, because he already owns so many channels, I feel like it's probably the best. Probably I can say the best option because I can't say the best option, but I think he probably has the strongest chance if he wants it. If he wants it. So we'll see how this works out. The one thing I can say is I'm just glad that it's a black person trying to get control, but it will still come down to programming and what they're trying to bring to the table, because who knows what they're trying to bring to the table, child. Okay. LawRoach. Those who don't know who LawRoach is a celebrity stylist. He styles for Zendaya. He styled for pretty much everybody, but you see him styling for Zendaya all the time. He was one of the judges on Legendary. He has abruptly announced his retirement. And he posted this message with his retirement. He posted his message. Let me read you guys what he said. He said, "Retired. My cup is empty. Thank you to everyone who supported me and my career over the years. Every person that trusted me with their image. I'm so grateful for you all. If this business was just about the clothes, I would do it for the rest of my life. But unfortunately, it's not. The politics, the lies, and false narratives finally got me. You win. I'm out." So we're coming off of Oscar weekend, and I know he styled a lot of people this weekend. He styled Meg Thee Stallion, of course, Zendaya. He worked this weekend, right? And it's a big weekend for stylists. I mean, Christian Siriano was flying his garments in first class, last week and stuff like that. It was a big, big week for fashion designers and stylists and stuff like that. I know before that he was at Paris Fashion Week, right? He was posted from Paris Fashion Week. Last year he was the guest editor for one of these big magazines. It wasn't Vogue. It might have been Vogue Paris or something. It wasn't US Vogue. But I do know that also last year his niece was unalived. And he got off of social media for a while. He said he needed to take a break. He needed to be with his family. He needed to process. And I'm wondering if something happened this weekend that pushed him to this. I'm wondering if things have been building up to this. But I also know that he can be a little diva-ish and he can be a little extra. So I'm wondering if he is just upset and he needs a minute. And he just kind of went to social media and just said, and was emotional. What I hope is that people saw this, that know him, that are friends with him, and that he's able to sit down and process and work through whatever he is that's going through. Because what I hate is to see somebody being pushed out of what they love because of other people's bullish. He's been tired with fashion and the way Paris Fashion Week treated him, with not having him on lists to sit with other big stylists. Oh, really? See, I don't know, Damien. Oh, that makes sense. Because he is way too elevated to be disrespected like that. I'm sorry. He's way too elevated to not be on lists and not be in the front row. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hate to see it. I don't follow fashion enough like that. I don't know everybody in fashion. I don't know all of this, but I do know him and I do follow him. And the way that read, it sounds like he's been dealing with some stuff. And like he said, the false narratives, the lies, and the politics. I can see him being frustrated. I can absolutely see him being frustrated. But what I hate that other people and their bull hockey would allow that. You know, there's a clip where he was with Zendaya and they didn't have a seat for him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Damien, thank you for that insight because I didn't know. I didn't know. That's crazy. That's definitely crazy. And again, he was an editor. He was like a guest editor for some big fashion magazine last year. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't. It was. I don't remember. I don't think it was Vogue, but don't quote me on that. Wow. Okay. Hold on a second, y'all. All right, mods, what my likes looking like? Shout out to the mods. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my members who are lit up in green. But shout out to the 208 people that are in the chat. If you guys could hit the like button, it is much appreciated. I appreciate that a lot. If you guys could hit the like button. And don't forget, we will be back at 8 o'clock to talk about the Tasha and her response to her sister and to Candy. To her sister and to Candy. Okay, we got 143 likes. Okay, we almost there. Let's get to that. Can we get to 170? And is that me being greedy? It's a free way to support the channel. You know, donations are accepted, but they're not required. Excuse me. Let me put my banner up, child. Okay. Nicki Minaj. Hold on. I need my phone for this story. Child. Let's go on and talk about it, child. Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, my phone froze it up. Was it on the shade room? Spice looks beautiful. You see that, Spice? That's her pregnancy announcement. She looks beautiful. You know her signature color is blue. That doesn't mean she's having a boy because her signature color is blue. But she might be having a boy. But I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she's having a boy. Her signature color is blue. So. All right, Nicki Minaj and her husband. Child, let me tell y'all. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Y'all know I hate when I can't find something. I thought I put it here. Tracy, did you send it to me? Let me go to. I don't know why I don't just start with Tracy, because Tracy usually be sending me stuff before I have a chance. But before I even look at it good, she done sent it to me. Did you send me that story of Nicki Minaj and her husband not sitting for the trying to avoid this deposition? You need to send it to me. All right, hold on. You know, Nicki Minaj and her husband are in the middle of this lawsuit with his accuser. And so there was a deposition, and he avoided it by saying he was sick, honey. But I want to give y'all the details, child. Here it is right here. All right. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, avoids court-ordered mediation with accuser after becoming ill. Now, I don't know what he ill with, but let's talk about it. Legal documents have reportedly revealed that Kenneth Petty has reportedly pushed back a court-ordered mediation session with his accuser, claiming to have come down with an illness. Now, they don't say what illness, but, I guess that ain't our business, child. If you recall, the celebrity husband's checkered past involving manslaughter and attempted R has continuously reemerged since 1995. Kenneth Petty served 4 years at the time for the charge and is currently engaged in a legal battle with the alleged victim, Jennifer Hugh. Back in 2021, Jennifer sued Nicki Minaj and her husband for allegedly harassing her. She claimed that one of Nicki's artists, along with Kenneth Petty, were pressuring her to recant her previous statements. Though the charges against Minaj were dropped, Hugh's case against Petty is still ongoing. In the meantime, a court judge ordered the two to have a mediation session to settle the case, which the New York native is reportedly continuing to avoid. Petty reportedly cited illness as the reason he was unable to attend the session originally scheduled for March the 6th, after moving the date to March the 9th. His legal team reportedly submitted documents that read, "We respectfully request that the court extend the mediation deadline to March the 24th, which will hopefully be sufficient time for Mr. Petty to recover and the parties and the mediator to schedule when they're mutually available." Listen, let me tell you something. First of all, I still don't understand why a judge would order a victim into mediation with the person that was convicted, not accused, because they keep saying accused. He's not the accused, he's the convicted. He pled guilty and he was convicted of the charge. So let's start there. It's not an accuser. Why the judge would make her have to sit in mediation to begin with? That I don't understand. Why does she have to sit in mediation with the man that pled guilty to violating her? That's number one. Number two, why does he get to dictate when it takes place? This is her lawsuit. Now, unless you're sitting in the hospital, now I know nowadays with everything being what it is, with the pandemic and everything, people are a little extra cautious when you cough a little too hard. So I understand that. If you say you sick, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we'll shut it down. But I don't understand how he gets to dictate this. And I don't even understand why they have to go to daggone mediation. This woman said this man has been harassing her. You would think that she did something to him. Yeah. Because he's married to a pick me with money. You ain't lying, money. I don't like that she was ordered into mediation. I don't understand that. I don't. And I understand that this is a totally different case and da-da-da-da-da, but it doesn't matter. If you're the judge and you're looking at the facts of the case, I don't understand why a judge would make this woman sit across a table from this man under any circumstances. I don't understand it. And I don't care that it's on Zoom, because I think it was on Zoom or whatever. That doesn't make it any better. She didn't agree to mediation. The judge ordered it. The judge ordered the mediation. And the reality is, in a lot of civil cases, they go to mediation first before the judge goes any further. I've sued somebody in civil court before, and the judge made us go to mediation. And you really don't have a choice. If the judge says go to mediation, if you refuse to go to mediation, then the judge can, I'm not saying the judge will, but then the judge can say, okay, well, I'm throwing this out. This is the remedy. This is what I'm saying y'all need to do. Right. Thank you, Pam. Mediation is often ordered. Yeah. Like I said, I went to, and when I tell you that I went to civil court with somebody that I was ready to put hands on, and she was ready to put hands on me. It was a situation. But we had to go into mediation. It is like being violated all over again. And that's why I don't understand it. Again, in this case, I understand that that's generally but I feel like in this case, something else should have been done. I don't know what else could have been done, but something else should have been done. I don't know. But now that he's playing these games, Anyway, child, that's what's going on with that. Now, I don't know. If you sue anyone, though, you have to face them. If there is a trial, she'll have to see him too. I understand that she would have to see him in court, but I feel like that. I mean, for me, I can't speak for her, but I think for me, it's different sitting in a courtroom with, all the bells and whistles of a courtroom versus a room with you, him, your lawyers, and a mediator. For me, but I understand you're right. She still would have to face him either way. But I think it's just a little different than sitting in a room. I don't know. If it's on Zoom, then why does him not feeling well even matter? Put your laptop on your bed and pay the lady. I know that's right. That's what we did. When I was teaching for that year, our students was laying in bed and everything else, child. I've seen parties object to mediation. Sounds like she had a good reason. I just wondered. Yeah, I'm not that intimate with it, Kimberly, so I don't know if she pushed back or she agreed to it. I just think, for me, they could have come up with another option. And I know this probably happens all the time. The only reason why we know about it is because it's a public, because it's a celebrity involved. But I don't know. It felt a little weird to me that she had to go to mediation with this man. But now it sounds like he's just playing games, though. Because I agree. If it's on Zoom mediation, you can have your attorneys on Zoom. I often don't show my client at all on screen. And I think they said, I don't remember specifically, but I do think they said it was a Zoom mediation because he lives in California and she lives in New York. I think, don't quote me on that. This thing been going on for so long, y'all, but I think it was on Zoom. And again, maybe it was originally on Zoom because we were still dealing with the Roni Ron, and maybe it's in person now. It may be in person now. I did not sit in the same room with my ex-husband when we did mediation. Okay, well, maybe they can make some arrangements like that. Mediation is mostly for detailed layouts for divorces, problems with your employees, not this BS. Mediation is totally different versus sitting in a courtroom and usually comes before. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, when I went to mediation, it's totally, and I've been to mediation. When I worked for the union, I did a lot of mediations. So mediations are, again, I can't speak for every mediation, but my experience, it's very intimate. It's a much more intimate space. He's just playing with that lady. She's a victim. He is playing with her. In person mediation, they won't be in the same room. They probably won't see each other at all. Oh, that's different because in my mediation, we were sitting right across from each other, like this. And it was small claims court, so we ain't had no attorneys. We were just like this. And the mediator, child. I want all this to be over for her. I feel so bad. Yeah, I do too. It's ridiculous. Just because you chose I'm not going to go back down that road, child. I've been there a million times. But you chose to marry a man that had a checkered past. Deal with it. I ain't saying people can't find love, and I ain't saying people can't rehabilitate. And I don't know this man from a hole in the wall. But yeah, I won. I sure did. But at the end of the day, I just feel like you chose him. So you deal with what came with him. You chose him. Ain't nobody tell you to go marry that man. Ain't nobody tell you to go have no baby by that man. You chose him. Anyway. Child. Blac Chyna. I guess she done got saved or something. I don't know what's going on with Blac Chyna. But Blac Chyna, she done took her nails off. She done got off of OnlyFans. She just had surgery to remove her butt implants and her breast implants. For my mediation, we were in the same room with the mediator who was also an attorney too. Yeah, a lot of mediators are attorneys or judges or former judges. Yeah. Right, you bought him with right. You went to that used car lot and bought that lemon. Deal with it. But anyway, I'm happy for Blac Chyna. I just don't know where this is coming from. And I know somebody probably watched her do an interview and she might have explained it. I know she said she got off of OnlyFans because her kids are getting older and she wants to set a better example for her kids. But she was making a lot of money on OnlyFans. So for her to get off of OnlyFans, for her to have surgery, to have her implants taken out, she's taking off her nails. I'm happy for her. I don't know what this is all about. I'm not sure what the next phase of her life is that she's moving into, but I am happy for her. I ain't got no beef with Blac Chyna. I don't dislike her. I don't know her. But I can respect that. I can respect that she wants to do better for her kids. Shouts out to her. This is the Blac Chyna I would like to see the reality. You know what? I would love to see this on a reality show because I would love to see how we got here, why she's making these decisions. And again, nothing wrong with it. I'm happy for her. But you're right. I wouldn't mind seeing this on a reality show and see her go through all these different things, right? Chyna is riding the same wave as all the other retired vixens. She's growing up and she's about to make a coin off of it. I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad at her about it. Go, you do your thing, Blac Chyna. You do your thing. Child. I have, yeah, Pam was saying that she hasn't been in the same room. I've been in the I don't know. I guess maybe it's state to state, maybe it's case by case. I don't know, but I know we was, and I mean mine wasn't that serious. I mean it was a small claims court. It wasn't that serious. It was less than $10,000. It was a financial dispute. But when I was in a union, all of our mediations were in person. Now again, this was before, the pandemic and stuff, but we were all, we went, all of us were in person. We were right there together, child. If only her mother would grow up and seek mental health, child. Now, Tokyo Tony, listen, let me tell y'all something. Blac Chyna and Tokyo Tony, they from DC. And they from the hood. They from the hood, though. I mean, the hood, though. I mean, really, really, really from the hood, though. Tokyo Tony is a old thug. When I say an old hood thug, she's from the hood. Tokyo Tony was out there in them streets back in the 80s. She been a hood for a long time. I say all that to say I don't know if she can do better than what she's doing, y'all. And I hate to say that because I hate to make it seem like people can't do better. But I don't know if she know anything better. I don't know if she knows anything better. Yeah, they from deep southeast. No, they from Anacostia. They from Anacostia. Well, they probably lived all over. But I know when she was in high school, she went to Anacostia High School. She got kicked out of Blac Chyna got kicked out of Anacostia, and they were living in those apartments across the street from Anacostia. And that's where she went. And listen, Anacostia, before gentrification, the hood though. I mean the hood though. I mean really, really, really from the hood though. Child. How is everyone? Yeah, I saw her on page that she was taking some out of it. She said she had silicone is dangerous causing. Yeah, that silicone probably still the hood. Child, yeah. So I don't know about Tokyo Tony. Like y'all can hold on to that if y'all want to. She had it since she was 19. Yeah. Somebody said, why is Blac Chyna famous? Blac Chyna is famous for the same reasons why we have so many of these other influencers that have become famous. Blac Chyna was a scripper who became a very, very, very lucrative scripper. She started off scripping here in DC, and then she was scripping down in Florida at King of Diamonds. She became a very sought after scripper. And then she started dating Tyga, among other, high-end people that she started associating with. Remember, she had the threesome with T.I. and Tiny that they admitted to the threesome. I'm not making that up. They had the threesome. And she started dating Tyga, and then she had a baby by the Tyga. And then she started hanging out with the Kardashians. Remember, Blac Chyna was really, really good friends with Kim. Her and Kim were friends. And then Tyga started dating Kylie, and then they all fell out. And then out of revenge, she started dating Rob. And then she had a baby by Rob. And so that's, when you say famous, I think we use the word famous too easily these days. So I wouldn't say she's famous or a celebrity. But she is famous. I mean, by definition, she's famous. But not because she's a singer or an actress or anything like that. She was a scripper. And then she became an influencer. She became somebody that got paid a lot of money to show up at clubs. She had a lot of followers on social media, so she got paid for now everybody monetizes, but back then she got paid for monetizing. She was selling stuff on social media and that kind of stuff. She was making money, that's how she was making money. So she was never a good stripper. How you know she was never a good stripper? You saw her script. Her extracurricular activities were what got her on the floor. Did you ever see her script, Xavier? You don't know she wasn't no good scripper. Gonna say that girl wasn't no good scripper. You don't know. You wasn't down at King of Diamonds. You wasn't making it rain up on her. You don't know whether she was a good scripper or not. Anyway. You didn't know she had a threesome with T.I. Tiny? Mm-hmm. She said it, and yeah, you forgot about that. I just wanted to know what she was known for. Yeah, that's just. I mean, that's the Cliff Notes version, correct? You know, but yeah, and you know that was back in the day when King of Diamonds was like it, like King of Diamonds and what's the one in Atlanta, the real famous strip club in Atlanta? Yeah, those two strip clubs. If you did well and you came up out of there. There were videos of Blac Chyna scripting. She wasn't that good. Mm-hmm. Hey, the new Miss Johnson. Hey, my love. Okay. We got 221 people in the chat, and we have 171 likes. Magic City, thank you. Can we get to 200 can we get to 200 likes? Now let's get into this story here. Now this is the one I've been waiting to tell y'all about, baby. Let me give y'all a little story time, y'all. So last night I was minding my business, doing what I do. I don't know. I was probably watching Growing Up Gospel or something. I don't know. Growing Up Gospel, whatever. I don't know what I was doing. I got a little call or a text. I don't remember if it was. I think it was a text. And the text said, Tasha K is dragging the bishop. I said, what? Tasha K is dragging the bishop. Yeah, on her app, Tasha K Live. Now, y'all know I still got the login because a friend of mine gave me their login, you know. So I said, well, I don't know if they login is still any good. I don't know if they canceled it or not. But let me see if I can get logged in over here. And let me see if I can find out what's going on with the bishop and Tasha K. So, child, I had to download the app again. I ain't even had the app on my phone no more. I had deleted it, child. I had logged in. Password still worked. I said, oh, let me see what she's. So I listened to it for about maybe about a good 10-15 minutes. She was dragging the bishop. Now, for those who don't know what I'm talking about or how this went down, talking about Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Now listen, why is this significant? This is significant because at one point in time, Tasha K interviewed the bishop, and I did a video about it. I need to just create a whole Bishop Whitehead playlist. I think I've done so many videos on this man that he deserves his own playlist on my channel at this point. But she interviewed him. Now, when she interviewed him, she said the man that she talked trash about him when she interviewed him, right? She made a little messy comments on her page when she interviewed him. And the full interview is actually on Tasha K Live. I might go back in the archives and see if I can find the original interview she did with the man. Because I only got the version she dropped on YouTube because back then I didn't have the free access to her thing. But very, very shortly after she did the interview, that's when her and Larry Reid fell out. And as a result of when her and Larry Reid fell out, then all of a sudden, her and Bishop Whitehead was cool. They was in cahoots together. They was clowning Larry Reid together. Mysteriously, miraculously, Bishop Whitehead got a hold of them tapes, the infamous, tapes about Larry Reid and the young man that did the interviews about his experience with Larry Reid. I ain't going back down that road. And I said, so now they cool? Now they cool? They working together? They cool? Anacostia was my assigned school, and none of us went. I went to Kramer, but definitely skipped Anacostia. So you know what I'm talking about, STK. Ooh. Let me tell y'all something. I logged into that thing last night. The funny thing is, did Tasha K drag the bishop? Yeah, she did. Did she say anything that we ain't been saying? No. She said exactly what we've been saying about the bishop. Okay. She did drag the man. I mean, she called him that she was using a lot of curse words and she was calling him all sorts of iggas, at the end to it. But basically what she said was the same thing all of us have been saying. And I just found it very interesting that all of a sudden now he ain't ish. Now y'all know I ain't gonna play it for y'all because ain't nobody, Tasha ain't gonna come and hit me with nothing because it's behind her paywall. But y'all are just gonna have to believe what I'm telling y'all she said, okay? Now Tasha K said that he was a dummy. She said he talked too much. She said he was dummy and he talked too much. She said that she said that she has been telling him to shut up. She has been telling him to shut up and he will not listen and he will not just go sit down and shut up. She said he is talking too much. And y'all know what else she said? Y'all listen. Let me tell y'all what else Tasha K. Y'all listening? Let me tell y'all what else Tasha K said. Tasha K said he guilty. She said he know he guilty. She said he did it. I know he guilty. That's what she did. Not only, thank you, Pam. Pam is the co-signer. Pam is my co-signer. Not only did she say that man was guilty. Y'all want to know what else she said about that man? Not only did she say that man was guilty. She said he was guilty the first time he went to jail. She said all of this, him trying to say that it was, she said he was guilty the first time he went to jail, and she said he guilty now. You know what else she said? Let me tell y'all what else she said. Let me tell y'all what else she said. She said that she talked to the person that he did dirt with in the past, and this particular person told her all his business. Now listen, that part I don't know about, because y'all know whenever Tasha K started claiming she didn't talk to people, and then she started claiming she didn't talk to people, then that's when I gotta be like, I don't know, Tasha, because you done got caught before saying you had all these witnesses that you don't really. So I don't know if that part is true, but that's what she said. That is what she said. Okay, y'all. Oh, Xavier said, what else did she say? What else did she say? Let me tell you what else she said. She said that the feds don't come knocking unless they got a case. That's what she said. She said the feds don't come knocking unless they got a case. She said that if the feds can take down one of the biggest investment firms on Wall Street, why they won't come get a little igga like him? Now that's her words. Those not my words. Those are I didn't call that man out his name. She did. I didn't call that man out his name. She called him an igga. I didn't say he was. But she said if the feds can take down one of the biggest firms on Wall Street, why they can't come and get him? Now that's what she said. Now, if it's a lie, she told it. I'm just telling y'all what she said. Okay, I'm just telling y'all what Tasha has said. Okay, now she also said. Let me tell you what else she said. She said that when they came the first time, when he got convicted the first time, he got caught up the first time because according to him, the feds had an illegal search warrant and they found all the paperwork in his house on this illegal search warrant. But she said he didn't learn nothing the first time because when the feds rolled up in his house this time, he had all the evidence on them devices that they took about his house. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's what she said. She said that he didn't learn nothing the first time because now they done got everything off of these devices that they done took about his house. She said, y'all ready for the rest of this? I'm almost done. I'm almost done giving y'all the tea. This ain't all the tea because I ain't remember everything. But this most of the tea. This enough of it. This enough of it. I thought everybody knew that child. But here's the thing. It's not so much that, like I said, she's saying what we've been saying. She's not saying nothing that none of us ain't been saying. But what she did say is now all of a sudden she agreeing with us. That's all I'm saying. What did she say about his real estate job? She said it was fake. It was fugazi. She said he don't own nothing. She said nothing's in this man's name. He don't own nothing. That's what she said. Now, I don't know if that's true either because I ain't pulled this man's records. But she said that all of it's for Gazy. It's all for Gazy. You don't have no job. That's what she said. They sit and watch it before they come. They sure do. Now, she also said that not only did they add an indictment last week, she said they're going to keep adding indictments week after week after week because he is guilty, guilty, guilty. And she said all that information is on them devices that they done took. Now, that's what she said. What she said about the tax returns, sis. Oh, I forgot about the tax return. Hold on, let me think. I don't know if I remember the tax returns, Pam. Shoot, what did he say? What she said? Because I was listening to this when I was falling asleep last night. I ain't take no notes. Dang, what she said about the tax return? Dang, I don't remember what she said about the tax returns. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to listen to it again, y'all. I'm going to have to listen to it again. I do not remember what she said about the tax returns. Shit. I'm going to have to listen to it again. Pam, what she say? Tell me what she said. Allegedly. What she said. Damn. Tax returns. Damn, what did she say about the tax returns? I don't remember. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember. I don't want to make nothing up. I don't remember what she said about the tax returns. I don't want to make nothing up. But I'll listen to it again. I'll tell y'all. I'll listen to it again. But she also started talking about this Belmonte guy. You know the guy that hold on. Wait a minute, Pam. Somebody might be texting me. Oh no, that's not Pam. That's somebody else. Tracy, what you just sent me? Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that. I think I'm gonna do a quick drop on that. Did she say why she turned on him? I don't. And let me tell you something. I was having this conversation today with somebody. Did he have any tax documents for tax returns? Probably all for Gazy. Probably some made up, fabricated tax returns to say he had what he didn't have. I don't even remember what she said. Patricia said, she said, listen, if you gonna drag. She didn't say nothing about the wife. That I remember. But she did say, she was talking about Belmonte, and she said the same thing I said. Now, I hate to say that me and Tasha was on the same page, but she said the same thing I said about Belmonte. She said, listen, why in the world? She said game recognized game, and if Belmonte came to you with an indecent proposal, it's because he knew that you was down for the get down. He said the same thing I said. You keep running around talking about how this man was a crook and how this man set you up. He set you up because he knew he could. He set you up because he knew he could. And I don't understand why these people, why do you think telling us that the man is a crook and he set you up is a good thing? Sir, that's not a good thing. She wasn't. Thank you, KK, for getting me back on track. She was never on this man's side. She was never on this man, in my opinion. Now, this is my opinion. I think that, what's up, Tabitha? Hey, boo. I miss you. I think that it was the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of situation. I don't think she ever respected Bishop. I think she thought he was a buffoon and a character, but I also feel like she thought that she could get him to do her dirty work and going after Larry Reed because of his hate of Larry Reed. He hates Larry Reed, right? So she was like, oh, well, I'm beefing with Larry Reed. You hate Larry Reed. Let me throw some stuff at you. Let me send you some tea. Let me send you some information and you'll put it out there on your platform and then I can jump on it and I can piggyback off of it. Because let's pay attention to what she did. And I don't want to keep talking about, I don't want to go back down the road of the Larry Reed situation. But let me just say this. Pay attention to what she did with that. She, in my opinion, this is my opinion, she fed a lot of information to Bishop Whitehead. So that Bishop Whitehead would put it on his platform. And what did he do? He played those tapes of Levontre giving his interview about what his accusations against Larry Reed. Then he had Levontre on his Instagram and interviewed Levontre. Then all of a sudden, Tasha K is doing a 3-part series on LaVontre. And what did Tasha K say? I had never heard the tapes before. I mean, I knew about the accusations. I knew what Larry Reid told me, but I had never heard those tapes. And once I heard those tapes on Bishop Whitehead's channel, I had to interview him. I had to get his story out there. That's exactly what she did, in my opinion. And now she don't have no more use for him. One, she don't have no more use for him because she's done the story. It's out there, whether people believe it or not, whether people support. She did it. She did a 3-part, 4-part series. She put it out there. She did what she was going to do, right? The other reason why she don't need him anymore is because he's a loose cannon. He doesn't listen well. He doesn't follow directions. She didn't tell him to go sit down and shut up. His attorneys didn't told him to go sit down and shut up. He won't do it. She don't need him. Now, here's what's going to happen, in my opinion. Here's what's going to happen. Now, she did that behind her paywall, right? And that clip, she probably won't put that clip directly on YouTube because she was saying a lot of things that I don't know if she necessarily wants to put on her YouTube platform. But I give it a week. Before she publicly says something on her YouTube channel about Whitehead. She does her Fuckery Friday. I would be shocked if either this Friday or next Friday she don't say something about him. Now, I don't watch her like that, so I can't say whether she will or she won't. But I believe that between this Friday and next Friday, she's going to say something on her YouTube platform about him because that's what she does. She set him up for the wind up. And then what she's going to probably do is either come after him herself, right? Do an expose, talk about his case. She's going to come after him herself, or she's going to re-release that interview, like re-splice that interview and re-upload that interview. Now, that's just my 2 cents. I don't know. I don't talk to Tasha. She damn sure don't run her plays past me. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But, baby, that thing was funny. I wish I could remember what he said about his taxes. But I'll listen to it again. And the reason why I think that we're going to be talking about Tasha K and Bishop again, because I don't think she's done with him. I don't think that was a one and done. I don't think that was her blowing off steam. I think she's setting him up. I think she's setting him up for the set down. Anyway, it is 262 people in the chat. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Pam texted me. Okay, hold on. I did forget that. Y'all, okay. Y'all ready? Y'all listen. The man didn't file any tax returns. How you riding around in a Rolls Royce truck and you're bling blinging and you're Gucci Fendiing and you ain't filed no tax returns and you living in a $2 million home, sir? You didn't file no taxes. That's what she has said. Now that's according to Tasha K. There you go, Miss Bottom. That was always the place. Surviving Lie More in 3, 2, 1. And I wouldn't put it past her. When I listen again, take notes. I will take notes next time. So you ain't Trump, you're going to jail. Listen, it's 262 of y'all. Do me a favor, come right back. Because we are getting ready to come right back and talk about Tasha and her response to Tamika and her response to Candy. We're getting ready to come right back. I mean, literally, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So I'm about to shut this down now. Please hit that like button on your way out the door. I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And then come back in 5 minutes. Because we're about to have a whole conversation about LaTasha Scott, Tamika Scott, and Candy Burris. We're about to come right back. Jonathan, you can't come back. Everybody can come back except for Jonathan. Because you're going to be talking shit in the chat. Then she talked about him calling her 9 times. Yeah, she said that he was blowing her phone up. That's why I'm telling y'all, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. And listen, remember, she records phone calls. Remember, Tasha K records phone calls. It's about to go down. And I'm going to be sitting back with my popcorn. Wait, you're going to behave, Jonathan? Okay. Okay, we'll be back. Yeah, I'm going to take me a little break, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes, y'all. We coming back. Come on back so we can talk about Tasha, child. All right, I'm out. I'll be right back. Come right back. It's 200, y'all. Come on back.